Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to yet another Monster High news video. It feels like my, fifth consecutive one in a row, but once again, we have some more news to talk about. The Clawdeen cake decorating playset for Scary Sweet Birthday, it's been revealed. And it's not just concept art this time, we get to see what the actual doll looks like. We also have some more photos of that Frankie Create-A-Pet playset, so I figured why not cover both playset dolls together in this one video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off strong, this Clawdeen is honestly very pretty to me. She basically looks just like the concept art that we talked about yesterday. I don't have a photo of it. But there was a concept art of this doll that was revealed, and she looks essentially just like the concept art. She's got the same cage skirt, she's got the, kind of like mid-length sleeves, the skirt. You know, she actually fits in with the rest of the line. If you put this doll alongside, you'd be able to tell her budget was a bit, less. But she doesn't stand out like a sore thumb the way, for example, Monster Fest Draculaura does next to the rest of the dolls from her line, because, God, Monster Fest Draculaura, man. That doll was a mess. The accessories that Clawdeen comes with are super cute as well. She has a ton of stuff. Once again, it is a play set, so you're supposed to play with the set. So you're making the cake for Draculaura's birthday party. I like that it comes with one of those really loud cake storing things, you know, like those tins that you can put the cake in. And whenever you try to open it, everyone in the neighborhood knows you're trying to get a piece of cake because those things are ridiculously loud. I woke my family up trying to get cake out of those one night. The playset overall is super cute. You just get to, decorate the cakes. And there is an actual syringe that seems to have, an icing tip that makes it, look like icing. So it does seem like there's an actual play factor there instead of just, assembling a cake like a Lego. You can actually put, fake icing on it, which sounds like a lot of fun. This playset is super cute, and the doll is pretty well designed. Again, I really like this Clawdeen. She has a really pretty face as well. This doll has a gorgeous screening. Very, very pretty. I'm a big fan. I'm curious to see what the packaging is going to look like, because Monster Fest Draculaura was kind of just in the food truck. I think it was a better decision to give Clawdeen most likely what's going to be a lower cost playset. I could see this costing maybe around $30, maybe $35 if they really want to push it. But yeah, I think this one will be packaged similar to other playsets that we've gotten. For example, the Cleo Self-Scare Day playset or the Gorganizers. I think it'll just be in a basic box like that. And yeah. It's interesting, though, that this doesn't really come with a table or anything. I expected there to be a table for you to actually put this stuff on, but no, it's just Clawdeen and a ton of cake accessories, which is kind of funny. I'm excited for this, though. This doll is super pretty, and I think she fits with the rest of the line very well. And then we have this thing, which is unfortunately Frankie's worst G3 doll to date. I'm a big Frankie fan. I will defend all of their releases. They are my non-binary monarch. Queen. I think it's funnier to say monarch. It's just so generalized. But Frankie is one of my favorite characters out of G3. I just really love all of the releases they get. So this one being such a flop is just kind of sad. I mean, it's fine. Every character has to flop once or twice. Draculaura had her flop with the Monster Fest food truck. I will never let her live that down. I will never let Draculaura live that playset down. But yeah, here we can see Frankie's makeup, and I like the lip color. That's the most I'll give them. I feel like the hairstyle takes away from them, but at the very least, it seems like they have a middle part, so if you want to take their hair down, you can, and they won't be bald. Also, a lot of you pointed out that the shoes seem to be reused, both from the Latin American / Monsteristas budget line. They're mostly released in, every country outside the US, so for a while they were called, the Latin American budget dolls, but now people just call them the Monsteristas. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's that super budget line that people find, everywhere except for the US. It's hard to explain. But basically, the shoes are reused from that, and I believe Welcome Committee Frankie is going to have the same shoe sculpt, so that's 2 dolls that use it. The lab coat is just kind of lazy. I feel like it should have just been a solid white lab coat, solid color. Making it see-through like that just makes it look kind of weird. And also, we can see that all the pet pieces to do the customizing seem to come, in this like thing that you have to pop them out of. So, once again, that's interesting. So you select the unmarked fetuses from the lower like level of the cabinet, and then you open the drawer to take out their faces and stuff to assemble them. They look like homunculus here. They look like a homunculus. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but they don't look right. They look disturbing like this. I do think this playset's a fun idea, though, like making your own little custom pet. Like, once again, if I find this thing on sale, like this playset on sale, I would definitely like to buy it and play with it, but, you know, the doll's unfortunately kind of ugly, and the playset, while fun, I don't know. I feel like I'd lose track of a lot of these pieces if I'm being honest, but I do still want to play, like, with the set. I think it looks like fun. It really is unfortunate just kind of how ugly this Frankie turned out, because again, this is a super fun concept. I really like the idea of getting to customize your own pet. It's similar, like everyone has already made this comparison, to the Create-A-Monster dolls, which I would love to see a comeback, especially in G3. Especially in G3 with all the unique body sculpts, you know? Could you imagine like a Create-A-Monster line similar to like that studio they made where you would like use an app on your phone to like print custom faces onto the dolls? Like you'd select them in the app and it would print it onto the doll's face. That was crazy. I always wanted that set. I have no idea like if I got it now if it would still work. I don't know if the app is still like operational. But like imagine them releasing something like that now for G3. That would be crazy. That'd be so much fun. I don't know if they would, but if this playset does well, maybe we'll get more Create-A-Pet stuff, or if we're lucky, we'll get Create-A-Monster dolls. They really should have made Frankie look better, though. They did my ghouls so dirty. Back to Clawdeen, I adore this set. Like, it's really funny how much I love this Clawdeen playset, and then how, like, disappointed I am by this Frankie one. Yeah. But the Clawdeen turned out amazing. I absolutely love that her hair is mostly brown. I'm glad that they've been doing that recently, like primarily giving Clawdeen brown hair. That's what people want. Like, that's what people wanted the whole time. When they changed her hair to that ugly pastel purple, I think that's what people hated, like, the most out of G3, other than the fact that it's like, oh, it's another goddamn reboot. Seeing Clawdeen with that dusty purple hair, I think that turned a lot of people off from the generation. So it's really nice to see that the designers are kind of realizing, oh, okay, Clawdeen looks best with brown hair. I mean, they've realized that a long time ago. Monster Ball Clawdeen was probably one of Clawdeen's best-selling dolls in G3, among, like, adult collectors at least. I think all of these are selling pretty well with kids. I don't know. I just know G3 is doing pretty well from what I've heard. But yeah, this Clawdeen doll is stunning. I really like the dark brown hair, too, because I don't think this is the same shade of brown that they've been giving her. It looks darker. And most likely this doll has Saran. Like, I don't know. Just looking at her, I feel like this is probably Saran hair. It doesn't look like Polly to me. Unlike Frankie, whose hair is like snow stark white, and that means Polly. That's how you can tell the difference between Saran and Polly. Saran has like a slight yellowish tint to it, and this doll's hair does not have that yellowish tint to it, so most likely Polly. It's harder to tell with like hair that's not white, but most likely this Clawdeen's gonna have Saran. Her hair looks really nice in these photos, like, but not like too nice, you know? I don't know. I'm just confident that this doll will hopefully have Saran because, again, it's not a $60 playset, so they were able to allocate more of the budget to the doll. That's what it seems like to me, at least. That's what my assumption is. But yeah, overall, this playset is a hit to me. I like it, and I really like the Scary Sweet Birthday line as a whole. I really think they did a good job with this collection. I believe it was designed by Glenda Chu and someone else, but I know that Glenda worked on it. She's a designer that's been working on Monster High, like, basically since it relaunched. I think she designed some of the Haute Couture dolls. Very talented designer. Love seeing her work in G3. I don't know who designed this Frankie. I'm not going to send them a strongly worded email or anything if I find out, but I just want to say that I don't know who designed this playset, in case you guys were going to ask me. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it there. I basically just wanted to ramble about these two playsets meant for children as an adult collector because it's fun for me. I enjoy doing this. So yeah, let me know which one you guys are the most excited for in the comments. I did actually see a fair few people be happy about the Frankie playset. Not because the doll was like gorgeous or anything, but because, you know, it's a fun concept, and that's what I would be most excited for. Once again, if it shows up at Ross cheap enough, I'll get my hands on it. My grubby little hands. As for Clawdeen, wherever that thing pops up, I'm gonna be buying one because, once again, gorgeous doll. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Love hearing what you guys have to say. And as always, I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!